Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail and necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
You want a seriously righteous hack? You score one of those Gibsons, man. You know, supercomputers, they used to, like, do physics and look for oil and stuff.
On the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
Once again, my lies are proven true.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, what the fuck is this obsession with milk? You know who drinks milk? Kittens and perverts. Welcome to Plotty Time. So, we'll start where we always start. Dr. Syintist, what have you been playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
First off, speaking of hackers.
Wait, whoa, man. Don't give it away.
Everybody kind of knows Twitter's a little broke right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Broke in. Wow. That's so Dutchy of me. I can't believe I said that.
Whatever.
Say.
Their
Quit roaching around.
Their automatic DMCA tool was taken down. Like, not taken down. It just either stopped working or they shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
So people were posting full movies on Twitter over the weekend.
Nice.
Like Tokyo Drift was one. And I watched hackers on Twitter.
That's awesome.
People just like kept doing like 2-minute clips of it. And it just had like 45 tweets, a tweet thread with the whole movie on it.
Nice.
That's really falling apart over there, huh?
Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. I'm pretty sure he's in violation of a couple EU laws and stuff of privacy, but that doesn't matter.
Who cares?
What I do this week, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I was out of town most of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For something. I don't remember.
Nothing important, I'm sure.
For most of the week. 2 days.
That's almost the entire week I do things.
It's fair,
true.
fair.
I did watch a great war movie that I'm thinking both of you watched and know that.
Mm-hmm.
Battleship.
I have seen Battleship, actually.
Oh, classic.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it more than once.
It's such a
It's
shit
one of
movie.
Rihanna's best movies.
I can't argue that. I don't think her and anything else does not come to mind.
I can't
But she was good in it.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
Really, she was.
I-
I remember it being fucking stupid, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not exactly sure what the aliens' little goal was.
To
Unless
sink,
they were just going to destroy everything.
to sink ships.
Well, yes, obviously.
I mean, they could have just had, like, ship warfare. They didn't have to do, like, the whole shield to make it look like a game board. That was kind of silly, right?
Oh, that was so
Yeah,
stupid. Yeah.
But, it was big, dumb fun. And all the old dudes who knew how to manually run a ship and all
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Pretty
time.
sweet.
I mean, the best part is when they had those like big balls that just roll around, knocking over buildings and stuff.
That is pretty sick. It looks good. It's a good-looking movie. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
They spent the money.
They sure did. Got Rihanna and everything.
It's funny because when it started, it says something like Hasbro or something at the beginning. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Battleship. That's right.
Who stars in that movie? Someone I completely
Rihanna?
forgot. No, the male lead.
The main guy.
Oh man, I have no idea. Let's see how quick I can look it up.
Like, I want to say Taylor Kitsch, but I don't know.
Might. It kind of sounds familiar. Battleship.
I don't know who that is.
It was one of those dudes in the mid-aughts where they tried to shove him down our throat, and society was just
Alexander
like,
Skarsgård's in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, he's pretty great.
Brooklyn Decker. I don't even remember seeing her in it. Liam Neeson. Oh yeah, he's the admiral.
Yeah.
Rihanna. Taylor Kitsch. You're right.
Got
Wow.
it.
He's 5th on the IMDb
He knew
top
that.
cast.
It's one of his favorite movies.
I think he's one of those guys from Friday Night Lights. I'd never seen Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Probably. I think there's a lot of people from Friday Nights on it. Is the Secretary of Defense was the guy from Ghostbusters, Janusz?
So we could do a whole episode on this if you guys want.
Maybe that's not him, but it kind of looks like him.
We could. We really could. Let's see if the fans want to tell us about it.
This won't be out before we do that.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Maybe we talked about it and it was great. No, wait. This will come out way before that happens.
Yeah.
And then, well, I watched that fantastic film. And then I watched some more still RPG Limit Break. I watched some.
Can't get enough.
They did some Ultimas pretty quickly, and it's a cool game that I never heard of, and I tried to find, but it's only on Steam, so fuck that.
Lame.
And I watched more of the Librarians show. That's about it. Talked about it last time.
Yeah.
You're not going to go through that again. But I did play. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, unrelated to everything, I was watching YouTube, and it must be from like one of your recommendations you sent me, Syintist, but I saw a cooking channel that made the Thanksgiving ball from Psych. Which I forgot was a thing in Psych.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about cooking with Marcus.
Did
Sign
he do
up,
that?
listen to that. No. He did 2 episodes.
No Thanksgiving balls? I think he made ranch on one of them.
He's on Twitch now. You can follow him.
He made blue cheese and
Oh, that's right.
buffalo wings.
Oh, that was good. The only thing I played this week is I finished Final Fantasy VII, the remake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
You going to play the second one when it's free?
Yeah, when it's free. Probably a couple months after it's free. Because I'm going to download it and then not play it for a while. But they completely are changing the story, which...
Oh.
Well, all right, let's not say that. They're not completely changing the story.
Oh.
But the final boss that you fight in this, you don't even meet until like the second disc in the PlayStation 1 game. And this is like halfway through the first. It's Sephiroth, by the way. Spoiler alert.
What?
Well, now you don't even have to play it, guys.
I'm not even sure Poppascotch knows who Sephiroth is.
Just some dude.
Of course I do. The guy with the big sword.
Yep. You're right. He doesn't. He's got a long-ass
right.
sword.
How many wings does he have?
At least, I mean, in this original version or the remake, or are you talking about the original Magna?
All the time. He
What are you
only
talking
has
about?
a certain amount.
There's so many different sources we could pull from, so almost any number I throw out is going to be correct. I'll say 38.
Correct.
Correct?
I'll give you a hint. The music that always plays is One Winged Angel.
Oh, he flies
Okay.
in circles.
So it's got to be an even number is what you're saying. Okay.
But that's it. That's all I did. What about you, Poppascotch? Did you do anything this week?
I did. I watched a bunch of bullshit and played some bullshit.
Oh, played some bullshit. You going for plats?
No.
Last minute plats?
It's got to be. It's got to be Chell. Last minute Platts as a single man.
It was, it was Chell. It was a lot of Chell. The credit card bill came in for all those packs I bought because they go on my PlayStation card.
Oh, yeah.
And I use the points to buy more.
That's humbling, I'll tell you what. I was thinking about... I tried to buy God of War Ragnarok with my Sony rewards points. Mm-hmm. So I went into the store, and then it was there. I'm like, oh, sweet. And then I got distracted, and I'm like, whatever, I'll order it. I forgot about it, and I'll order it later. Then I came back 2 days later, and they were all sold out on the rewards site.
Why don't you get the digital version?
He collects
Well, because
physicals.
the rewards site, like, you could also get the digital. I just had to cash in my points. Which I had, but they all of a sudden ran out of the game that they make, which I'm sure there are more copies than they let on.
Yeah, of course.
Jerks.
So did you pre-order the new controller yet?
No, I did buy God of War Ragnarok then at full price,
Nice.
but haven't played it yet
Yeah. I hear that.
because I was getting into Tiny Tina, which I'm now not sure if I'm going to platinum. We're going to see how it goes.
Oh, wow.
What happened?
A little bit of a struggle here.
It's not a struggle, it's a grind.
Oh.
Because all the SDUs, the like ammo upgrades and the backpack
Yes.
upgrade, you know those?
Yeah.
They're in every Borderlands game. They're so fucking expensive.
Storage deck upgrades.
And I have like probably like 30 more to buy, and I'm way past the end game.
Oh.
And they cost like, you can get maybe 700,000 gold per run in the Chaos Chamber, and they give you like each single upgrade I'm at right now is 1.6 million, and they just keep going up.
Oh, you have to pay gold.
Yeah, so it's going to take... I have to really think about if I want to dedicate the time to grinding
What else
that
are
out.
you gonna do? Play Chell?
God of War Ragnarok, which is just sitting there on my coffee table looking at me. I bought Tiger Woods 23 I haven't touched yet.
Waiting for the new VR.
Then Callisto Protocol's coming.
Oh my God, that's out now.
Is it?
I
It might
don't know.
be.
It might be.
I don't know what the date... Obviously, everybody knows that the date right now, as we speak, is December 1st.
Oh,
in
so it's
4
coming
days
out.
It'll be out.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
It's close.
No, they gave us an early copy, maybe.
Oh yeah.
It's sick, bro. They gave us a late copy, and we had to pay shipping, which was the full price. So,
I had to wait till after it was released.
yeah, it was a late copy.
I said I couldn't even pre-order.
Yeah, weren't allowed. You actually had to go to a store and buy it. It was crazy. Yeah, so played Shell, played some Tiny Tina, And then I watched a bunch of stuff. We finished up Midnight Club, the Mike Flanagan Netflix one.
Is it about the video game? Race cars?
You asked me that last time. No.
I don't remember you talking about it at all, so that's better.
It's a thing where it's a story where I think we all were too old for the Midnight Club books. Because it was like Goosebumps came out, then the Midnight Club books came out, and they were like kids that were a little bit older and wanted something more scary than Goosebumps.
So, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark stuff?
Sort of. Just it missed all of us.
Yeah.
Barely. But they made a series about it, and it's about a bunch of terminally ill kids in like a hospice that get together to tell spooky stories. It was fine. I liked his other stuff better.
Fair.
And then we wanted to rekindle our love for the Flanagan man, so we watched Oculus again.
Nice.
Oh, he's in that?
He's the guy that made Oculus.
Oh.
So, it's a great movie.
Quality game. Yeah, movie.
Fucking bummer. It's a real bummer. It's a great movie. Then we watched Ginger Snaps. Have you guys ever seen that movie? With the two teen girls. One becomes a werewolf, and it's like a metaphor for puberty.
Yeah, I think I saw it like
Isn't that a Disney movie called Red?
so many years ago.
Yes. But yeah, it was a lot longer than I remembered it being. It was a little bit slower than I remember, but it was good.
Yeah?
Good low budget film.
I don't know.
So you've seen it more than once?
Oh yeah, like 3 times now. It came out in like 04 or 06.
Yeah. I was going to say 15 years ago, but
It's been around a minute.
yeah.
Never heard of it.
And then moving back to TV, we finished up Detroiters finally.
It's a bummer, ain't it?
It really is, because you're so excited because he's back now.
Yeah.
Sam's back on the team, and they're ready to go take on Dodge, and then the series ends forever.
Yeah, it's a pain.
It's a bummer. Then I watched more fucking Secession to try and finish that up.
You
don't
just
have any
hate
notes
watching
right
it now.
I don't have any notes right now on Secession.
I thought you were going to stop watching it.
He can't.
No, I was so damn close to the end of season 3, and now season 4 is coming out.
Oh, you don't have to watch that.
I know I don't, but I probably will.
Yeah.
And that's more about me. That's my shit. Yeah, so far Secession's fucking fine.
It's really dragging on now.
It's so boring because everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Like that, like I think I'm supposed to like find the entertainment and them wiggling their way out of problems by being scumbags, and I just hate everybody. I hate every single character on that show.
That's fair.
Like, all of them. I hate them all. I hope they all die or get financially ruined, I guess is more appropriate.
Yeah, that works.
Great acting though. But yeah, that's all I did. How about you there?
Great acting, no.
Sir Chump Slap.
Well,
What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you? Your turn.
oh, I'm still playing Horizon. What has it been, like 3 months now?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a
ridiculous.
minute.
I know one of the games you're going to play at the end of the year that you're going to talk about.
You think? God of War. I'm going to finish it. I'm almost there. Probably by next week I'll have it done. I don't know. I just have to put in I think I have only one more mission to go. I just got the final mount, which is fucking badass.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close to the end because you have to fly to the island.
Yeah.
Oh, you can fly. Spoiler alert.
No.
I think I did spoil it months ago, actually.
Yeah. But I don't know. Dude, the game is so good at just letting you do whatever, like go wherever you want.
And that's the kind of crap you want.
Yeah, like Fallout needs to learn a thing or two about the mobility of this game because you get
Well, I mean, Fallout's also 15 years older.
get a bike. You can get, anything. I mean, just
15 years, but 10 years.
you know what I mean. Just having a car, being able to fly, all that shit. It's pretty neat.
It's like with the Spider-Man games, the new ones. It's fun to get around.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you got to learn. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I got what he said, but
Yeah. But that's all I'm playing still. But I watched a couple movies.
anything good?
Yeah.
Okay.
This movie, you guys, I don't know if you heard of it. It's called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh, you watched it finally.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's okay. It's pretty good. Not great, but
It's fun. That's that's kind of
Yeah.
what I think Syintist and I came down
Yeah.
on.
yeah, you can't hate it. So, I don't know. If you're in a good mood for, I don't know, I guess it's a suspense,
It's a thriller-ish thing, yeah.
thriller, suspense, whatever. It's a good time. Then I watched this other one called Smile.
Oh, yeah? Did we talk about that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
I just think there wasn't enough deaths in it. Like they talk about a couple, you see some dead people pictures, but there's really only like 2 or 3 people that get
I
taken.
mean, it's not every horror movie is supposed to be a gore fest.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I can say that's a reason why it's not as good as it could have been. Understood.
I don't get it. That's not what I would say about it.
I haven't seen it, but the feedback I got from it was that the ending was not super great.
No, it's pretty stupid, actually.
Okay, so
But-
that is a real thing. Gotcha.
I mean, it's still okay.
Right.
What didn't you like about the ending? Oh, I guess we can't talk.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
I kind of liked it.
I like endings a certain way, but whatever. Let's not talk about it until Scotchy sees it.
Okay, I didn't want to like upset you or anything.
No, you killed the mood, dude.
No, it's
I didn't know it was going to be a whole thing asking you what you watched.
that was good.
I'll never do that again.
Yeah, right.
It was good though. Really, go watch Smile and Bodies. I also watched the first season of Fear Factor.
What did you just say to me?
Why?
Like the Joe Rogan Fear Factor?
Yeah, from 2001 actually.
Huh.
Why?
I mean,
Because I don't know, the show's fun.
You like watching people eat shit?
Yeah, and do stupid stunts. Watch people get freaked out and scared and stuff. What the hell? Why are you fucking... Why are you coming at me?
look, the show came out in like 2003. We're just a little surprised right now, okay?
2001.
I'm surprised you gave Joe Rogan so much free publicity.
You didn't let me finish either, because Joe Rogan sucks in the first season.
Does he?
You should go
Just
back and
in the
watch
first
it.
season of that show, you mean?
I'm not here to judge Joe Rogan. I'm saying, yeah, in the first season, he's just like a little fucking dork, like...
In the first season.
Okay.
What's the grossest thing somebody ate? How about that? Will you answer that question?
Is it a spider?
No. Nobody ate spiders in the first season.
Probably a bull's testicle.
I don't think they did that in the first season. I don't remember.
You need somewhere to go for season 2, right? So you got to start off with eating like
Yeah.
mayonnaise, you know? Like they ramped up to living spiders.
Eat this cheeseburger we dropped on the floor.
It's so low rent.
I don't know. It's a fucking good show. I like Fear Factor. Fuck you guys.
I never like watching the show. Obviously, you know, you've seen episodes just by being alive in the world. But watching it, the only thing that ever gave me any trepidation was like the eating of the insects. I could jump off a building as long as I'm in like a harness or whatever. I know I'm not going to
Oh,
die.
yeah, there's no way I would have eaten anything.
Yeah,
Not
but
even
none
just
of
the
that
insects,
stuff.
the other crap they had.
Yeah, some of that shit I don't think I could have like physically eaten. Like my body would have just rejected it. But the other things I wouldn't probably be able to do are the like underwater things where like you're strapped in a car and you have to climb out, get a baby in the back seat and go out the front.
Why save the baby?
Because that's part of the fucking stunt, dude.
No, it does seem pretty intense. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh, that'd be easy, but you never know once you're in the car and it starts filling up with water.
Yeah. I just think I don't know, panic or something.
Then
Be
you
the
pass
first
out.
person to die on fucking...
Your stomach would start making noises.
They'd have to cut the whole thing. Your episode will never air, sir.
Just like the episode where they drink bull's semen.
Yeah, I think that's what finally killed him.
That's the last thing they didn't show that episode.
I fucking completely forgot that they did that.
How
But I
could
remember
you
it being
completely
news.
forget
I remember it being news, like when it happened.
Yeah, that's fucking gross. But yeah,
It's still grossed out by it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
No, even talking about it's kind of gross.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, there you go. That's what I watched.
Let's
and
move past
did.
it. Let's move past it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
That's all you got? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything else. You guys are gonna make fun of me.
This is a safe
Then I watched
space.
Fear Factor Season 2.
I'm gonna for next week. You sons of bitches.
Good.
Oh, yeah, do it because we made fun of you.
Yeah.
Not because you wanted to.
I didn't say I didn't want to. What the fuck?
That's true. He did not say he didn't want to. That is true. Christ. Okay, well then let's go ahead and move into the Plotty Time vibe check.
Ooh, what are we vibing today?
What is the vibe?
We mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I just wanted to talk about Twitter blowing up because it's fun.
It is. I can't wait for it to not be a thing anymore.
Did you look at that thread I sent you?
I briefly
Oh, it's
remind
so good.
the listeners here.
Oh, it was just a thread someone compiled of like the first week of his ownership and what happened.
No.
And it was like all the tweets of people pretending they were somebody else and getting verified. And
Yeah, that was the best thing that ever happened.
Dude, I didn't even know that happened. Like I was paying attention to the story and everything, but I heard that they were going to introduce like a paid checkmark system.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, they just did it, and everyone's making fun of them. Didn't even know it happened, but I'm really appreciating the making Elon eat shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing his fucking name in every goddamn headline.
And I know he fired half the people, and then a bunch of people quit. And then he gave them an ultimatum. They're like, oh, well, you got to work. We're going to do 12-hour days and get this fixed, or you take severance. So I think like 80% of the people took severance.
Yeah, who
Was
wouldn't?
that the number? I just saw that he came up with that ultimatum, and a lot of people fucking left.
Well, that was the estimate. The people, a lot of people who didn't are people on H-1B visas who, if they lose their job, they have to get deported.
No.
Well, not all of them, I shouldn't say, but at least a chunk of them are.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I think they said that they were down to like 16 engineers for the whole thing.
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
And they got rid of a whole trust and safety division, like the moderation division.
So now it's our turn to make our own Twitter, right, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Yeah, we'll call it Twatter.
No, I don't think that works.
Twatter.
Twatter.
Nailed it.
But
I was thinking like water.
and for the past couple of days, I know I'm on Twitter more than you guys. But like,
I'm not at all.
but like, little things have been going wrong, and it's slowly getting worse, which is what usually happens when you don't have people there to fix things.
Nice.
I saw a thread or people were talking about last weekend where, or was it a couple weeks ago? I don't know. Where they weren't sure if Twitter was going to make it through the night.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was when everybody quit. Well, not quit, but took their severance.
That would have been sweet if it just shut down.
It's just slowly getting more and more broken.
What does he think is going to happen here? Like, the people are just going to stay on Twitter. If it stops working, they'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
They're not coming back.
I mean, there's still a chance it could come back as something, but it doesn't seem to be doing too hot right now.
Well, I hear they play movies on it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were doing that all weekend. It's just like putting copyrighted stuff on there. Hackers was up for, I mean, it was on for 10 hours, and then I watched the entirety of Hackers, and the tweets were still up. So I don't know how long it was actually up. I checked right before we started, and it was down. So it was at least up for 12 hours, which
That's amazing.
Isn't very DMCA compliant.
Yeah, well, send your lawyers, bro.
I thought all that shit was, like, automated.
It is, but either that part stopped working or someone shut that part down for a while.
Who knows?
And there weren't enough people to take all the manual reports, I guess. So,
Dude, that is unfortunate for that company, but fuck them.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
and now the World Cup's starting, so we'll see what happens when, I'm sure Twitter, more people use it, and it'll start getting worse and worse.
Yeah, and with that news, did you guys also see that Facebook fired 11,000 people?
Yeah.
Well, Facebook lost shit tons of money, too.
Yeah, because of
They
Meta.
were losing money before this metaverse nonsense,
Yeah.
and they're like, this will fix everything.
Everybody wants to go as an avatar to their meetings.
It's genius.
Everyone's like, we see you're doing this VR project. We see you're putting a lot of money and people into this. Can you explain to the public how it's anything but Second Life in VR, like at all?
No,
And
you're
they're
not
like,
getting it. You can ride a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I did pre-order my PSVR too.
You did.
I did.
I'm
Didn't get the
still on the
controller though.
fence.
Still standing strong there.
Still on the fence.
You know, the metaverse thing, I kept thinking of the Office episode where Dwight makes a Second Life character, and in the Second Life universe, he makes a Second Life character.
Yeah, he's exactly the same, but he can fly or something like that.
Yeah. and then in the game, he starts playing Second Life.
That will make sense.
I always think of like, what's his name? Clark Duke from his character in Hot Tub Time Machine, where he's living in the basement, like in jail doing reps. He's like, why are you in jail? You were in jail last week. He's like, yeah, because I did my time, and now it's time to pay my debts to society. That's what I was thinking about. I never played Second Life, ever. I never understood it.
I don't get it either, but
It's like a Tamagotchi. What's the point?
Got nothing against it.
or maybe it's like The Sims. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there we go. That's,
That's our thoughts on that.
So there was a couple announcements I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah?
Remedy has officially entered a publishing agreement for Control 2.
Oh,
so
shit.
That basically means Control 2 is definitely coming.
Good.
So that's fun, right?
First one was
We
really
liked
good.
Control.
Is it?
Classic Syintist response.
Yeah. No, I don't know if they're going to continue after the Alan Wake crap, because the Alan Wake thing is dumb, but
They're making Alan Wake 2, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, why would they make two of the same thing? so they can make the big crossover in 3.
Alan
Well-
Wake, though, that story really wasn't like, it didn't scream, hey, can't wait for the next installment to come out. You know what I mean? It was a pretty complete story for Alan Wake.
Yeah.
We got to do that at some point on this. I don't think we have.
But
No, not yet.
No, I just don't like the way they worked Alan Wake into. I don't know. It's just dumb. Jessie was cool enough by herself. She doesn't need Alan Wake, and it kind of ruined the whole thing.
I see how they got there, though, with the Altered World events and the items. I keep forgetting what the name of the items are. I just replayed this game. I know.
Yeah, I get this.
It's something else by AWD. It's like altered reality or reality altered items or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Great game, though. Control
Yeah,
one.
good
Oh,
times.
yeah, it's a great game.
Excited for the second one. And then there was also an announcement. I know you don't care, Dr. Scientist,
Oh, thank God.
but it's about Call of Duty.
Oh, dudes.
They said that there's not going to be a Call of Duty released in 2023. And now they're saying there will be a, quote, premium release in 2023 of Call of Duty.
Those sons of fucking bitches.
Was
I don't
anybody
know
surprised
exactly-
about this?
No, I knew that was coming.
The news reporting is it's unclear if it's a new game or a huge Modern Warfare 2 expansion.
Yeah.
So
that's
for all we know, it could be another year or season of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
I mean, does it really matter if it's an expansion or a new game? They'll charge the same
It's the
amount.
same thing
Yeah.
either way. It's still Call of Duty.
I just really hope it's a whole standalone zombies experience.
That would be nice, right?
I would too, just so you stop talking about the fucking zombies.
Dude, have you
know.
played these zombies games?
Zombos, bro. And then I can spend all my money on packs and zombies, guys.
Well, after
Zombros.
you
I
get
get the fucking Weed Dude version 4, guys.
After you get the credit card bill from them, I don't think you're going to want to get more.
Trust me, the hockey one gets way more out of hand way faster.
I'll just buy another pack.
Exactly. You just keep buying packs, and all of a sudden you're like, that's $300 of real money that's gone. And the saddest part is there's no reason for me to continue playing that game mode. All I need to do is play 5 online games, and I'll have all the trophies in that game mode.
We can't play online without the best people, right?
Exactly what I keep saying. I did pull an Artemi Panarin X Factor card, and I already had the base card of Artemi Panarin, so I was able to level him right up to an 88.
Oh, sick.
That doesn't even sound that good.
Yeah, it's not even
That's
a
a
90.
B plus.
Well, see, this is the thing about Hut. All the great players right now are like high 80s because as the year goes on, they release cards in the 90s.
Yeah.
If you just give them all the 99 cards right out the gate, no one's going to pay for the new shit.
They got you. Hook, line, and sucker.
Sure do.
Wait until they release those guys with the 90s.
Oh, forget about it.
Then I'll just get destroyed. Like, remember all that money you spent? Gone.
Yeah.
Well, it's gone anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. And then also, the other topic I wanted to talk about is N7 Day happened a couple weeks ago, November 7th. Do you remember when that mattered?
I hate that it's called N7 Day.
That's kind of what I want to talk about. Like they gave a little tiny teaser for the next Mass Effect game, and I don't recall if you played it, Chump Slap, but I know
No.
Syintist and I played the shit out of those, and I don't think I care at all that there's gonna continue Mass Effect.
Do we do Mass Effect on here?
First one.
Yeah, I thought so.
I didn't care about Andromeda, so I can't imagine caring about another one.
I remember picking it up when it was on sale. I think I spent like $10 on it or whatever. But the problem was it was on sale real fast because apparently it was not a great game.
Yeah, exactly. I
It's
don't
a
know.
fucking bummer.
But
man.
I mean, 2 was so good, and 3
So good.
I liked, even though a lot of people hated. But it wasn't even remotely close to 2.
yeah, no, same here. I liked 3, but I was disappointed by it. But I was just shooting for the moon with that series. I expected a lot. Doesn't mean that it's a terrible game just because it fell short.
No, if anything, just play 2.
Yeah, I mean, I would love them to come out with a new Mass Effect, and I would love it to be amazing. I really would. I hope it does happen. I really do. But it's like Fallout. I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope they prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. We
I'd
would
love to see
be
a
wrong.
new Fallout. That's
I mean,
awesome.
all those people who
Fallout VR.
went with me through the Omega Gate at the end of Mass Effect 2, I trust more than either of you guys.
I don't trust you at all.
That's reasonable.
Like,
I
Both are
felt so
reasonable.
connected to those characters.
I don't trust you as far as I could throw you.
We tell people every week not to trust you, Doctor.
Seriously.
Every week. Christ. All right, well, that's all I got for the Plotty Time vibe check.
And that's the vibe.
How about we get into this game? How does that sound?
What?
Fucking do it, dude.
Oh, our 199th story. Let's hear how this is different from the other ones.
Well, it's a sequel, apparently.
Is it?
Technically.
It's the second in a series.
There
I don't
you
know
go.
if
Yeah, it's not really a
officially
sequel.
But we're talking about the game BlackSite Area 51.
Ooh.
It was released November 12th, 2007. #1 song in the country. I think I'm going to have to sing it for you guys again.
Yeah, I don't know it.
And we haven't gotten all the responses in from the poll if I'm supposed to continue singing as normal or if I'm going to be singing as Bentley. We're going to give people a little bit more time to figure that out.
I completely forgot that.
Yeah.
So I have it written down. But yeah, so I guess I'll just do it as Bentley because I was not familiar with this song. I don't think you guys will get it.
All right.
But feel free to stop me if you do because the voice sucks doing. All right, here we go. I got that paper, girl. The Lamborghini with the spider seats. You never seen it, so get it, shorty. With parking lot pimping in my donk, and I know what you want. She want that lovey-dovey, that kiss. In her mind, she fantasized about getting with me. They hating on me. They want to diss. Because she's mine, fine, thick as can be.
Oh, man.
I have no idea, but
plenty.
that's so
Thank
good.
you.
That's so good.
Thank you for that.
You can turn the rest of the podcast off.
I felt like I lost Bentley halfway through that because
Yeah.
I tried to sing it in the way the song is done and got confused.
Yeah,
no
that's
idea what
fine.
the song is, though.
That is sick.
You guys know the song? Like, I
No,
don't think you
not
know.
at all.
The song is Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown featuring T-Pain.
Oh, yes. Kiss.
T-Pain, famous writer of the excellent song "I'm in Love with a Stripper."
Yes.
I mean, we celebrate his whole catalog here.
Yeah, it's not.
#1 movie in the country. This one you guys might get. The tagline is "Pride is the curse," or alternate tagline, "Evil breeds pain."
Lion King 2.
Ooh,
No.
Pride. I like that. That's good.
No. Synopsis: In the Age of Heroes, a mighty warrior arrives at the court of King Hrothgar and offers to rid the kingdom of a vicious demon called Grendel.
Oh, Jesus.
You got
Beowulf?
Yeah.
It's Beowulf.
Anybody who's had high school English in the 90s, maybe at least.
I was waiting to say the word Grendel, then I assumed you guys would know what it
Yeah,
was.
that's all it took.
But see, when you said Hrothgar, I was trying to think of, and then I was like, oh, yeah. And then right when you said Grendel, it made sense.
All right, well, Chump Slap gets a point because he said it first.
Oh, we're doing points now.
Oh, yeah. End of the year point. Take it.
Chump Slap is up 323 to 321. So
Oh, it's anyone's
yeah.
game.
Anyone's game by the end of the year. Anyone can pull this out. It was released. Oh no, sorry. This day in history, November. What is it? What did I just say? 12. November 12th. November 12th, 1933. The first known photo of the so-called Loch Ness monster is taken by Hugh Gray.
It's not the Loch Ness Monster, by the way.
Yes, it is.
That's what they so call it. So you know.
Back then it was. He's not there now. He's dead, but that was a real monster in that picture.
He went through a portal like Bigfoot does. Use your fucking third eye, scientist.
Seriously. This guy.
Anyway, BlackSite Area 51 was released for PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. Developed by Midway Austin and published by Midway Games. It is an action first-person shooter. And this week, Chump Slap, you were the one that went ahead and picked this game. So
Oh, yeah.
how about you lead us into it? Tell us what it's all about.
All right. You guys ever hear of Delta Force? Well, it's
A
about
movie with Chuck Norris?
it's about this Delta Force Echo Squad. You know, pretty elite shit.
Is well, I can't remember the name. What was the game we just did with the dude that rapped over the end credits? Mickey Rourke was the voice.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I didn't listen to it. I remember you talking about it, but
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah. It's pretty much the same thing, you know. Game starts. You're in Iraq. This happened 3 years ago.
Huh? Okay.
Captain Pierce. That's the player character, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. He's with his Delta Force Echo Squad, and they're in a weapons bunker. Well, they're looking for a weapons bunker in Iraq, yeah. And they're in the middle of a valley, and you gotta blah blah. You gotta get to the high ground to get communication tower and all that jazz. So you get to communications tower, you talk to command, and they're like, "Yo, we got to deny knowledge of all this shit." You know how it goes. All these games are like this. You're on your own. We deny knowledge. Blah blah blah.
So a spy, well, not a spy, I guess they're an elite fighting force, but some elite soldiers are quietly sneaking into a bunker.
Yes, and they got seen, so now command has to act like they know nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't know why our soldiers are just in there.
Yeah.
I always thought that was funny. Like, if you get caught, we have nothing to do with this. We don't know who sent you.
Well, they
blah,
went
blah, blah.
to look for ammo, which I don't know why, but whatever.
Yeah. They were looking for weapons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ammunition was the main one they said. But
Yeah. Yeah, but then Command's like, we're going to deny any knowledge, but we can fly a helicopter in there with a fucking transport and just drop it off for you. So they do that.
I just think it's funny where they're like, if you get caught, we're denying all knowledge. But wouldn't the fact that they're there be the knowledge? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, dropping off the car definitely doesn't help.
Yeah. You don't see a fucking helicopter dropping off vehicles all the time.
That's true.
But anyway, you get the transport, you blow up a bridge, there's a turret section here, mark that on your bingo cards.
Not yet. You can wait till the next one.
Yeah, right. There's so many turrets. But then you're going into a refinery, and they're like, "Ooh, who gives assault weapons to refinery workers?" And they're like, they bought that shit from us. It was such a good, what's the word I'm looking for?
Hot dog.
That's it.
Such a good hot dog.
It was such a good hot dog. But like, just like I don't know, making fun of the U.S. government, you know.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, this whole thing kind of does.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Not in a funny way.
No. Well, not making fun. Just, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, but I can't think of it because I'm
Trying to be deep.
Yeah, there you go.
Was this before or after they stopped for the guy to take a piss?
This is right when they get the transport, and
It's not long after that.
they're supposed to rendezvous with Ambrose and find Dr. Noah Weiss. And then just for no fucking reason, they're like, we gotta stop and take a piss. It was so stupid. That's the first thing that rubbed me the wrong way.
The first thing, it wasn't all the war crimes?
No, that's not.
Okay.
No, those are fine in video games.
Yeah, it's a video game, dude. Just don't piss.
Don't piss. That's gross. Murdering all the civilians, go for it. Peeing, no thanks. But yeah, I thought that was like, how am I trying to say this? It set it up for like catering to what they think are video game players with juvenile humor.
Well, I mean, the people who play this game, it probably worked.
Wow, shots fired, dude.
Okay, I guess we see what Team Syintist is on.
I'm on the Iraqi side.
I knew it, you fucking hater.
Hater.
Well, anyway, you finally meet up with Dr. Noah Weiss and this Ambrose guy, and you get some classified vaccine. They're like, it's for chemicals and, it's classified.
Yeah, it's great to give it to you seconds before you go in.
It works really fast.
I don't think
This is the near future.
I thought it was in the past, actually.
Now.
It's the near future past.
Yeah.
Like, what don't you get? What are we doing here?
It's like in Futurama when he's like, Star Trek made me aspire for the future, but it's set 600 years in the past.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. So you're going to look for this fucking weapons bunker. And because they think there's chemical weapons there, they're like chlorine bombs and shit, whatever. And apparently vaccines can stop chlorine bombs from killing you.
Don't forget the rumors about the devil in there.
Oh, yeah, the devil's in there, too. I don't know where they got that rumor. But
You just gloss it. Oh, yeah, by the way, the devil's there.
well, it's some locals are saying,
Yeah.
like just talking shit. They're like, oh, the devil's there. That's what Iraqi people sound like. Fight me about it.
Don't be offended, people. That's the same impression he does for literally everybody. So.
Everybody. Irish people, oh, fight me about it.
That one's almost more racist.
Anyway, you're going to this bunker. You run through a school. You run into some, I don't know what they are, mutant people or something. They don't really talk about it here. You're like, okay, that's some weird shit going on.
Oh, it must have been all the chemical weapons in the area.
Yeah, it must have been something that was mutating these poor people.
That poor woman.
The poor woman. Good one.
But anyway, you get to this bunker and you're like, this is a steel reinforced door, man. We're going to have to blow a hole in the side of it. So you blow a hole in, you get in there. You fight your way through some more weird, they call them octopus dogs later, but they're just weird aliens and stuff. And you get to a floating crystal. This large floating crystal in the bottom floor of this bunker. And Dr. Noah's down there. She's taking pictures and shit. She's all like, oh, this is awesome. And Pierce goes down there. He gets a little too close to the crystal. And he starts...
Summers.
Well, Pierce and Summers both start hallucinating.
Well, you're Pierce, but Summer's the one that gets too close. Sorry.
Well, Summers gets too close, and then Pierce starts hallucinating. Yeah,
I'll take it.
He does they all get too close for my liking.
Okay, got it.
A little too close for comfort
But
to
they've
this
been
floating
vaccinated, so it's
fucking
okay.
This floating crystal, dude. Anyway.
Don't touch floating crystals, kids. Like,
You pass out, you get KO'd. That's another
Yeah,
big
you get
spot.
you see alien shit, you get KO'd, you get taken out outside the door, and Dr. Noah's like, oh, lock the fucking door, close it. And Summers is still in there.
just trying to shoot his way out, but he's just standing there. He made no effort to go towards the door.
No, none at all.
The octopus dogs, the ones that look like the Starship Troopers, the insects?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that. It looked like they call them Xenos in the game.
Yes.
But if I can paint a picture, it looks like the bottom part was the Starship Troopers bugs, and then the top was kind of like the alien head from Aliens.
Sort of, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Like you could see they just kind of merged them,
Right.
but you get it.
You get outside, the doctor locks the door, locks Summers inside. He's like, well, he's a fucking casualty.
We'll never see him again.
Yeah, we can't let him out. And they're like, okay, whatever. But these aliens and shit are outside still attacking. So what the fuck was the whole point in locking the door? You know what I mean?
Oh, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a point.
No,
Just
there
the
wasn't.
lock-in Summers, I guess.
Yeah.
The equivalent
Fuck
of
it.
tripping your friend when you're getting chased by a bear.
It's like, fuck it, it's too late. No, he's just tying his shoe. Give him a second. No, it's too late.
I mean, as soon as you get out, this giant worm flies through the ground, too. And just,
Yeah, that's true. Like, all this shit's like flying through the ground. Big giant worm creature you gotta fight. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. There's an elevator here, too.
yeah.
Anyway, you're fighting this creature in the ground, blah, blah, blah. Cut to Nevada, present day.
Well, you got saved by the helicopter, don't forget.
Oh, yeah. Well, you get airlifted out of there.
Yeah.
Fade to black, fade back in. Present day Nevada. You hear the you're in a vehicle traveling to a military base. You hear the radio talking about the draft being reinstated and all that shit.
Yeah, this next part when you're like, I'm going to go see the colonel, and he's giving like a press conference.
Oh, yeah.
I just had
yeah.
to laugh. I'm like, come on, like the colonel would be doing that.
It's ridiculous.
They have specific people meant to do that.
Yeah. And then when you're driving there, the radio just says the draft has been reinstated via blah, 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 blah. And then it just cuts to silence and like
Yeah.
you don't hear anything for another 45 seconds, a minute.
He
It was
must have gotten
crazy.
drafted.
So why are they drafting? We're probably going to get to it. Anyway.
Yeah.
You're talking to the commander. He's like, yo, a militia took control of Area 51.
A secret site.
A secret site. They don't say Area 51, but it's Area 51. We're going to need you to go to Rachel, Nevada, which is right next to it, and meet with the 4th Infantry, who went there to check things out, and we've lost contact with them. So you're like, okay, whatever. Let's round up the old Echo Squad and Dr. Noah Weiss.
That's got to be a bingo board spot. Like you're going in as the second team to find the first team.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We run into that a lot. I don't know how to word it properly, but
Second team going in.
Yeah.
because
What-
every game you're either the tip of the spear, the second team going in to find the first team that stopped responding.
Yeah. They should make a sequel where you're the first team. Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to do like a prequel.
Yeah, right?
But then everybody's dead.
That's true.
Yeah, you do know how it ends, I guess. But
Well, I mean, people are watching this new fucking Game of Thrones show, and we know how that ends. So
true. Anyway. So you're going to Rachel. You're on the road. You're fighting more of these octopus dogs.
Which is weird because you fought them in Iraq and now they're here.
I know. Well, this is 3 years later. This is present day.
So they were the same octopus dogs? I'm kidding. I got that they were the same.
That would be a great line to just cut and add it to the intro.
Nice.
Write it down. Where's my notepad?
So you kill some of these, and then you get another enemy, which is they're called reborn soldiers, and they have all this wild, like, suit. I don't know how to fucking say it. Like some mech suits, kind of little. I don't know. They're decked out to the nines in military garb, and they're fighting you. So you kill a couple. You see they have dog tags. And you're like, these can't be military. They must have stolen these from people they killed. So
Oh, that's right. Because they're just soldiers that have been repurposed.
yeah, reborn soldiers. We'll get into that. in a second.
Biorecombinated, you mean?
Not really.
Damn it. Come on, guys.
Resurrected.
Let's not forget the whole right here. They're talking about climate change isn't real and aliens invading over the border as it.
We weren't
This
sure.
was a very of its time game in 2007.
Yeah. All right, we'll say that.
Yeah, that's the nicest way we can put that.
Well, the jury's still out on climate change. Come on, man.
Oh boy, I get letters.
I ain't laughing.
So you get to this part where you have to fight a bunch of things, open a garage to get to the highway, and you make it to Rachel. And you're still looking for the 4th Infantry. You're in Rachel now. This is the last place they were seen.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more of these wacky cybernetic guys.
They're kind of like Killzone enemies.
Kind of. Yeah, this was like a amalgamation of a shitload of different games, like Alien, Killzone. Felt a little bit like Gears of War too.
They pulled from a lot of very familiar
Yeah. Well, it was
sources.
Was it third-person shooter or first-person? First-person.
So no one played this, is what we're saying.
No, not at all.
No, me neither.
So you're making it through Rachel. You see, you're following what are they called? Flares.
Those fancy
Good.
flares.
You know.
It must be from the other squad that's still here.
Yeah, it has to be from the 4th Infantry. So you're like, all right, let's check it out. You go to the courthouse where they're coming from, and you find a guy on the roof. He instantly gets shot dead. It was pretty good. He has just enough time to tell you a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah,
and
they get
boom,
instantly killed.
killed. And then you find the infantry inside the building, a couple survivors, and you run into one of these reborn soldiers, and you're like, dude, is that Summers? Oh my God, it's Summers. He tells you about the whole reborn soldiers and shit. He's like, dude, this all happened at Area 51.
They're doing experiments on us.
They're doing experiments on us, homeless people, anybody they can just take and make disappear. They're turning us into super soldiers and shit. And remember that crystal? They were doing it with all that shit you found in Iraq. And all of these reborn soldiers like me, we rebelled because we were locked inside Area 51, and we finally had enough of their shit.
And then Grayson, who's the buff dude in the thing, the guy that was peeing.
Oh yeah, I didn't even say Grayson and the other guy.
Yeah, I've had to look up their names. But Grayson was the guy, and he's like, "Oh my God, can you believe it? Look, guys, it's summer." Like, he totally believes nothing's weird about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After 2 years or 3 years.
He's like, oh, you just must have survived and you just got back here.
Oh, they did experiments on you? That's cool. Nice to see you.
Oh, that's cool. And then the other guys are like, no, what the fuck?
I even wrote in my notes, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the other guy's like, "This is like you were left for dead in Iraq, and now you're here in Nevada."
That doesn't make sense. This isn't you.
The army's corrupt.
Like, shut up, man. It's our
Yeah.
bro Summers. Don't be like that. Don't
Yeah,
make
you-
it weird. Sure, this is all above board.
Totally makes sense. So Summers is like, well, take me to Dr. Noah. She's the one who can help. And you're like, okay, we'll do that because this is,
Yeah, she knows how to help 3-year-old dead guys.
yeah. Well, she must be behind this. Or she knows something about the crystal.
He wasn't a 3-year-old who died.
Yeah.
He'd been dead for 3 years.
See, like she took pictures of the crystal and stuff, so she's got to know something. So you take them back. You get to a drive-in, and you get
Well, that's because
evac
you
out
hear
of there.
they're rounding up civilians there.
At the drive-in.
Yeah, so you go and like,
Oh, well.
save them.
Yeah, well, I must have missed
And that's
that.
where you get picked up.
Yeah, you get picked up from the drive-in. One of those classic kill all the enemies so the guy can land and pick you up.
Sure. Drive-in looks a lot like a Fallout drive-in
It did.
for some reason.
So you get back to the base research center, and turns out Summer's a baddie, dude.
No.
I like how the colonel. I don't understand what the colonel was yelling at you for here.
I don't know.
They're like, "Oh, the colonel's pissed at you," and
It's like you were just doing your job.
Yeah, you did exactly what you were told, and then
Yeah, I don't know. Because you found Summers.
I was hoping you could tell me why.
No,
you're mad, but-
I have no idea.
Oh, wait, I did have this written down. Why the guy's pissed.
Because you stopped and took a piss.
that was in Iraq 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess Colonel Green was mad because you got involved. You were only supposed to go there and look and see what was going on.
Oh, you weren't supposed to fight anybody or anything?
Yeah, you weren't supposed to fight anybody. You're supposed to see what's up. But I mean, the second they drive in, they start getting attacked by a helicopter with guns. Like, what are you
Yeah.
supposed to do?
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
I'm all right.
That's what I didn't say it was a good reason.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't expect a good reason, to be honest.
Right.
Well, then you're not let down. How about that, buddy?
So here we go. Summers ends up shooting Grayson and just takes off back to Area 51.
This is the coolest thing anybody could have done.
What, shoot Grayson?
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
he calls in the rest of the reborn soldiers to take over the base. Take it out. He's there for revenge now. He's tired of this shit. He knows.
They seceded from the Union.
Yes. They're their
And
own
starting their own company.
militia.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he's like, Noah Weiss was in charge of the whole program. And I don't know who tells you this, but it goes through the whole idea. Like, she was in charge of the whole program.
Well, Summers explains this whole thing.
Is it Summers who's saying it? All right.
Yeah, he gets
Right
them
before
all.
he leaves.
Yeah. Because he's behind the glass.
Yeah, that's right.
The ultimate stopper of protagonists in video games.
Correct.
Oh, that's right. He was behind the glass, and I was like, oh, he knocked out Grayson, and they locked him up in a cell, right?
That's what I thought, too.
And then, like, the big bay doors open behind him, he just runs away. Like, that was fucking lame.
Yeah.
I thought he was in a cell the whole time also.
Yeah.
No, sir.
No, he was just by the loading dock. Just escaped out.
He was stopping them from getting into him.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But
So,
yeah.
so he's like, the program, it was ended. The whole thing was sealed inside of a big concrete dome inside of Area 51. And
They didn't think anybody would get out.
yeah, they figured everyone would be dead by now.
This may be a first in my note taking, but I wrote, get the fuck out of here twice.
So then the army's on the line. Oh, this is why the commander was pissed, because you were killing the reborns and the army wanted them alive.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Did I also write that later? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, the army wants them
Either
alive.
way, it's a stupid reason.
They want to save the program. They figure they can fucking do whatever they want to.
They wanted to save the program they locked in a concrete shell.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because now they know they can live for 3 years without anything.
Now they know it's successful. We just got to reel these guys in a little bit.
Yeah.
What could go wrong? Come on.
So then the doctor's like, no. The only way to do it is to kill him. So we got to go attack Area 51.
I just wrote, let's go disobey some orders again.
Yeah. So you get on a helicopter. There's a bunch of turret helicopter shit here. Protect the convoy. Rescue crash choppers, which had the doctor in it. You have to rescue her from her crash chopper.
It's just an on-rails shooter section.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you rescue her. She tells you more about what happened. Blah, blah, blah. It's not really that great.
Well, a helicopter crash here, that's important for the bingo spot.
Yes.
That's true. It's very true. Got to call out this bingo.
I was
spots.
waiting for it the whole time. I was
Me
like, this
too.
has to fucking crash.
And it wasn't even your helicopter that crashed. It was another one.
No, yours
Yours does
does
then.
crash coming right up. Because the doctor's like, well, we're trying to create this army so we don't have to put normal people in the army. You know, just we'll do it with undesirables.
Undesirables are whatever.
Well,
bad language. So
well, that's what's kind of what they say.
No, they do say that, but I mean, like, it was soldiers in Iraq.
Well, no, they're taking people off the streets and shit.
Well, I know, but
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
it's also soldiers from Iraq.
Well, dead ones.
Obviously not.
Well, at the
You never saw them die.
You're right. Well, they get to it eventually where they're like, well, if you were close when you died, we could have resurrected you.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's the whole reason this is doing. It's a bad reason. Everyone knows that.
yeah.
And
So
now-
your
now-
chopper finally fucking crashes.
That's exactly what I have written. Without the fucking, I just went, here, helicopter finally crashes.
Yeah. And this is a first, I think.
The slowest crash ever.
No, that Ambrose is with you, and he gets fatally wounded in the crash. Most of the time, everyone survives the crash.
Yeah, they
Except for
just
the
walk
pilot.
away from
Yeah,
it.
usually the pilot dies at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want you to be alone for this next upcoming mission, so they kill the pilot.
Yeah. But this
Or
time,
you jump out at the last minute. No, this time, yeah, one of the other guys in the chopper just happened to get fatally wounded.
Yeah.
And
Damn
you
it,
knew,
we
dude,
gotta get-
ever since he started talking about his goddamn kid, you knew this was it.
yeah, I thought the same fucking
Ambrose
thing,
wasn't
dude.
getting out of this one.
Ambrose was the only one who was like, I got a life outside of this. I can't wait to get home.
It's been 3 years. I got a kid and a good woman. Oh, man, it's going to be great when we get home. He is the first person dying. Like, obviously, right?
Yeah, it was a little too much on the nose.
Might have been a little silly, guys. A little.
But you're on your feet now. You're like, all right, we're fighting a containment zone. We got to get Summers. That's where he's at, I assume. I guess they just know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're like, we got to get to Summers before the Pentagon just scorch earth the whole fucking area.
Yeah, because they're starting to spread the alien spores around.
Yes. We haven't gotten to the spores yet, but it's coming up because
Oh, I thought this
this
was
whole
part.
thing is just people telling you what's going on. Like, it's pretty much all Summers who's just telling you the whole fucking story.
Yeah. He's got his whole plan. Hey, you were buddies.
Yeah. But then the doctor starts trying to justify why she was torturing all these people and turning them into reborn soldiers. You're all just rappelling down fucking lines to get down to the where Summers is. And Grayson gets stuck on his line for a minute. He's like, yeah, hold on, let me. And one of the fucking octopus dogs jumps on him and fucking takes him down. He falls to his death.
I gotta say, I kind of liked it. It was very unceremonious.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Everyone who's died so far has been unceremonious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They just fucking kill people and they don't, who cares?
And they don't get like 20-minute dying monologues
Yeah.
like the next goddamn game we're gonna be talking about.
And then at this point, Pierce gets fucking captured, knocked out.
That's because he fell down the hole halfway.
Is that what happened?
Remember, you're descending the hole, and then you couldn't hear anybody. You're like, hey, hey, and then someone cut it.
No, I don't remember.
No. Yeah, you fell. You fell most of the way, so you kind of hit the ground hard.
Right. So you get knocked the fuck out and you get taken to Summers. And Summers starts talking stupid. He's going on and on about being a bad guy and blah, blah, blah. He's really fucking annoying here.
Sure.
And then he tells you about the spores and how they create the OctoDogs and how they're spreading to humans. And
Yeah, the spores will be out there.
then that turns regular humans into reborns?
Something like that.
Or do they have to die first? Is it like a zombie thing? I didn't understand. But the spores are bad. And you're fighting... Oh, yeah, I missed the whole point with these things that just fly out of the sky and just land. What the hell were they? They're alien spore?
Oh, the big things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, were they coming from outer space or were they coming from Area 51?
I don't know. I don't think they ever said it.
Yeah, they don't go into
It
it.
doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. But there's these things that come out of the air and shoot spores everywhere.
Sure.
So you start fighting Summers. The doctor shows up, helps you out, and you kill Summers. You're tired of him talking. You can't let these spores go. You don't want any more reborns or fucking OctoDogs. Mm-hmm. So you kill Summers. You're like, that's it. We're done here. And we're going to shut this shit down. Because you're fighting in this giant spore machine. I don't know. They don't go into what kind of machine this is either. I'm pretty
No,
sure
it's
it's
just some kinda
whatever.
like-
Yeah, it's making these spores.
That's what I got out of it. Some kind of tower defense thing. You have to whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You do that, you shut the machine down, you kill Summers, and boom, get airlifted out of there by a fucking helicopter. And you're like, all right, well, let's see how far these spores have spread. End of game. They don't even show you how far the spores have spread. That was it. That's just where it ends.
When it just ends, it says, "Oh man, hope the spore didn't get out." Then that's it. They don't tell you anything. Is there a sequel to this?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They set it up for one.
They sure did.
No, they said latest release, BlackSite Area 51. So I guess it was just the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is this really a sequel to Area 51?
It's the second in a series. Not a series.
But I mean, they
just-
have nothing to do with each other.
No. It says loosely related. but I
Otherwise,
don't even
they're
say
like
how.
aliens around.
Yeah, it's just because it takes place in Area 51. They're not even like, I don't know. Could have David Duchovny come back for something.
But that's it.
That's it. That's the game, dude.
That's the game. We did it. We got through it. So how about we go ahead and move right into final thoughts?
Let's check them out.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first this time. I'm fine with that.
All right.
But I don't remember. what I'm
Oh,
supposed to talk
right.
about.
Let me.
You got to start remembering these.
You think by episode 199 I'd have it down, right?
I got
No.
you, bro. So, did watching this movie make you want to become reborn? Was the story pretty good, or was it pretty boring? And out of 27 stars, how many will you give this game?
You somehow made it worse than any he's ever done.
I know, right?
Nice. I'm not the worst.
Take that.
Nice, I'm not the worst. That's another quote you should...
There we go. I'll write it down. Dude, this game make me want to be reborn? No. I don't know how I missed this game though. This seems like something that would have been right up my alley at that time.
Yeah, right?
I think I was taking a break for video games at the moment because the next thing I remember playing around this time and like really putting time into was Fallout 3. And I think that was like, what, 2008 or 9?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That makes
but
sense.
I was kind of taking a break, so I just missed this one. But I don't think I'd go back and play it just because of all the negative things I'm about to say about it. So, did the story work for me? Not really, because I thought it was really weirdly done and really weirdly paced. Because if you're watching it in the beginning, it's like, it's very serious, and then it becomes like a cartoon of itself with ridiculous characters, and then it goes back to being very serious, and it wants us to take it seriously.
Yeah.
I thought it was a weird dynamic, and it didn't really work very well.
Fair.
Because I didn't know how seriously I was supposed to take any of this, or if it was just like supposed to be some sci-fi fun nonsense stuff, like Bulletstorm, you know?
Yeah. But then they tried to make it too serious with the trying to be deep.
Yeah, and it's like turns into an anti-war game, and how war is bad, which I think a lot of us knew that. Maybe not in 2007, but
I had an idea.
So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I like the enemies. I thought they were cool. The OctoDogs were cool.
Right.
I thought it was weird that you had the OctoDogs and the spores and all these like alien type animals, but then you also had super soldiers that could fire you and stuff. So I thought that was a weird dynamic to have.
It was unnecessary to have all that shit.
Yeah, it just seemed kind of silly. I thought it was very interesting though that the alien or spore, whatever it was in this bunker. It got out. The first team went in. It just completely overtook that whole team and was like ready to take over the world. Like if they had waited another day, who knows how far it would have spread? Who knows? It could be like all over the country by now.
Yeah, cool. I guess we'll never know.
So, and man, it'd be so weird to like be a special forces guy and they're like, hey, a militia took over an army base. Go clean it out.
Yeah,
and they're
America.
just like, yeah, this happens all the time. All the time this happens.
Exactly.
So, yeah, story was a little silly. Wanted to be serious, but it didn't really earn it. So, is what it is. What score would I give it out of 27 stars, which is our scoring metric? It is certainly not the worst game we've ever discussed. There was a clear through line.
That's not a high bar, though.
They tried to throw twists at us. They did the cardinal sin, which I always hate, which is, just sit there and dump dialogue on me in a visual medium. Like, just tell us. Just show us. Don't tell us. But it wasn't as good as Saints Row 2, so I'm going to give it a 5.
Fair.
Ooh.
That's higher than Syintist would have went.
No, it's higher than I thought he was going to give it.
Oh. All right.
I'm still trying to figure out your guys' systems. I know Chump Slap doesn't have one.
No.
It's very complicated. I don't want to...
Yeah, it's...
We got to preserve some mystique of the show.
You'll never get it.
Yeah, even if I told you, I don't think you'd understand.
I don't expect that.
It changes week
I didn't
to
want to
week.
understand it fully, but...
You just won't. Like, you just got to accept that you're not.
I already did.
All right.
Good.
Not ending my pursuit of knowledge, though.
So let's throw some questions at him.
All right, yeah, Dr. Scientist, your turn. Did watching this video make you want to play this thing? Did the story work for you, or did it make you want to throw the disc via a fling?
Didn't see that coming.
No.
He's keeping me on my toes now.
What score out of 27 stars you think you'd sing?
Fuck. I thought Sing was second.
So did I.
Gotcha.
You're really throwing a wrench in this.
Still better than Chump Slaps. That's all.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, you destroyed him this week. It's not even funny.
My brain was just not working.
He's like, stop. He's already dead. Would I play it? No. Did the story work for me? I'm going to have to agree with Poppascotch and say it wasn't the worst.
Sure.
I mean, the characters were really cliched and ridiculous. Kind of mockeries of themselves.
And they're all beautiful, by the way, too.
Oh, yeah. Real sexy people.
But I mean, not only was it going with the war is bad angle, but I think it was like there's a human experimentation thing where they're like, I'm pretty sure this is bad. Like people were still on the fence about that.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, they did kind of just blow by that. It's like, oh, we're experimenting on aliens and soldiers in this bunker in Nevada. They're like, yeah, but is the militia there? Like, no. You really glossed over that,
Yeah,
huh?
there was a point when Noah was like, they didn't tell us we were torturing the people. Like you're doing experiments on people.
Yeah, she tried to justify it.
Yeah, but I think they tried to do something, and part of the story could have been better. But they tried.
Yeah, they did.
I'll give them that, and I'm gonna I'll reward them with 4 stars.
4 burger.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I think it's better than the last Area 51 we did. And my 4s are about Poppascotch 5s with alien hybrid.
Yeah,
things.
in the sci-fi genre, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have called that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Sir Chump Slap, your turn.
Yeah. Bring it.
Did watching this video make you want to play this game? Was the story really great, or was it just more of the same?
Oh, I thought he was going to go lame.
And what score out of 27 stars you think you'd give this lame
Nice.
Lame game.
Love it.
Nailed it. Doofer.
No, I don't want to play it. Story, I mean, on a very base level, I'd say it worked, but that's it. I mean, there was a reason for doing what you did, and that's it.
Okay, great.
Just
Short
really,
and sweet.
yeah. I don't like how everything just came from Summers. Between Summers and the Doctor, if you didn't talk to both those people, you wouldn't know anything that's going on. You'd just be like, okay, there's aliens here. We're killing them. Why?
They're not even aliens.
Aren't they?
They're people who are changed.
Well, there's some aliens. There's spore creatures.
OctoDogs.
Yeah, those are coming from somewhere. Those are shooting out of that spore shit that came from the sky. So, I don't know. It's not a good story. I'll give them that. So, out of 27 stars, what shall I give them? I will give them a 5 as well. It's right there. It's not to be like you guys, but it's not the worst we've done, but it's pretty close. It's about 5 off.
That's the cardinal sin, right? It was just generic. Like if you gave me the synopsis of this mixed with like Gears of War, mixed with like Killzone, mixed with like Resistance, I wouldn't know which is which.
Exactly. It's all the same game.
More of the same, more helicopter KOs. How many fucking helicopters do you think we've seen explode?
In 199 games?
184.
Yeah.
184.
Don't forget, most of those didn't have helicopters.
That's a good point. There were not many helicopters in fucking The Quiet Man, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's like that Chekhov's gun. If you see a helicopter, it's going to fucking crash.
Yep, you got to use it later and it's got to crash.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just how it works. So that gives us a total score of 14.
Ooh, that's pretty high.
Just to give you listeners an idea of what that's around, we gave 50 Cent Bulletproof a 12.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, they're about equivalent games.
And then Killzone 2, we gave a 14.
Yeah, boom, right there. It's the same game.
Then if we go back in time a little bit to last year, Hitman Codename 47, we gave a 13.
I don't even remember that.
Well, I'll take that off the list of games I wanted to do.
Wasn't there a scene where he had to like trick a tiger into attacking somebody?
I think
Yes.
Yeah,
The
okay.
jungle? Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah, you're
fucking
right.
sweet.
I can't believe I don't remember that game at all. I usually at least remember something.
Well, now that he said that, I remember some of it.
I just remember like sneaking around hotels.
I'm
and
not
shit.
exactly sure that's that game.
That wasn't Hitman.
Yeah,
Hitman, you had to snipe people from like Japan and shit.
that could be all the same game though. I don't know.
Well, no point in dwelling on it.
Yeah,
Let's
who
just
gives
go
a
ahead-
fuck?
Let's just move on. We'll move past it. And we will move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist classic 90s album Lock of the Week.
Rocking in the 90s, top 40s or whatever. All right.
Okay, that's all you got. Great,
Yeah,
great. So every week we ask Dr. Syintist for 100% guaranteed amazing 90s album recommendation, and he has never let us down. This week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us?
We got a homegrown. Well, they're always considered homegrown around here, but they're not really. Close enough. It was released January 26, 1996.
Agoraphobic nosebleed.
Nope.
Damn it,
Poppascotch?
that's what I was gonna, that's what I was going to say, too. No. From around there, I will say Bouncing Souls, How I Spent My Summer Vacation.
Oh, you're so close. It's a different Bouncing Souls album.
Oh, shit. The other one.
Yeah, I'm sure. I thought Poppascotch would
Argyle?
get it.
That's one of them?
That's one of them, but that's not this one. It has.
Hopeless Romantic?
That's in the 2000s because I wanted to do that one.
God damn it.
It's an album with them as 4 zombies on the cover.
Oh, Zombie Living Dead album.
I see it. I can see the album, and the name is just...
Bouncing
Completely escaping me.
Souls, Dead to the World.
No. I'll just tell you.
Alive Again.
I'll give Poppascotch half a point. Maniacal Laughter.
God damn it. You're right. I saw it.
Obviously, he's right.
God damn it. I should have got that. I was right there.
Has a lot of good Bouncing Souls albums. They also they have many good albums. You should listen to them all. But
I don't think I've ever listened to Bouncing
the first
Souls.
3 I wanted to do, I found out were in the 2000s. But they're from Jersey around here. Not too far.
Yeah,
Jersey?
I know, but they're good.
Get out
really
of
good.
here.
Watch their documentary too. That's one of the best documentaries you'll ever see.
I don't know.
What's it called? Poppascotch?
Can't beat the Jinx.
What's that? Sorry?
I can't remember what the documentary's called.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I knew it was something that it sounds condescending when you answer it.
Do you remember?
What's the name of that? Don't you remember?
Do you remember the something like that?
Yeah, go listen to all Bouncing Souls albums.
Pearl Jam?
That's what we'll go for.
All right. Bouncing Souls in the 90s.
Bouncing Souls, Maniacal Laughter. Any of their records are great. Go listen to them if you haven't. With that, we're going to go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Who would win in a fight?
I'm gonna beat you up.
Christ.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. Dead bodies flying everywhere.
All right. Every week, we ask Dr. Scientist. Wait, no, we don't.
No,
we
you
ask Chump Slap three. Count them. Three. I am sober. This is embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right. We asked Chump Slap 3 who would win the fight questions. One from the game we just discussed, one from gaming in general, and one from history and or celebrity or fiction, which is what I picked this week. So, for the game we just talked about, there's not a whole lot of guys, so let's say an OctoDog versus that hillbilly that you run into in Rachel right when you get into town, but the hillbilly has a drywall knife.
The guy who has to open the garage for you.
Yeah, the guy who owns the garage, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the OctoDog because that guy, I don't know why he was still there. Why didn't he get in his fucking car and just take off? Come on.
He was still there, though. He was alive. There wasn't much of that town left. I guess there wasn't much to begin with.
Yeah, but a drywall knife? He ain't going to do shit to an OctoDog, dude. Those fuckers can jump.
Those fuckers can jump. They just can't really do turrets very well.
No. Well, those are pretty massive turrets, man. Talking 50 cows.
You're just making shit up now.
So you're going with OctoDog. Yeah. Got it. So now the fight from gaming in general. Who do you think would win between the Goose from Untitled Goose Game versus the Goat from Goat Simulator?
He's obviously never played either one.
You don't know that.
Did you?
It's an extremely even fight. You just
Yeah,
gotta
it's really
think about
close. I'm going to go with the Goose. Yeah, he hides stuff on the farmer and shit.
Do you remember the beginning of the game?
I didn't say play a lot of it.
it. Steals keys, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing he does.
And what does the goat do? You just throw him around, right?
I think he headbutts shit. I don't know. I never
he,
played.
knocks stuff over, basically.
I thought he was one of those ragdoll physics. You just launch him and see what happens. I don't even know. So yeah, let's go with the Goose. I think geese are cooler than goats any day.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Yeah.
They fucking honk like whoa, which is a thing people always say.
New shirt.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. All right, let's move on. How about from history, we got a heavyweight bout, Richard Nixon versus Fred Flintstone. Who do you got?
Fred Flintstone can take fucking rocks to the dome and shit. Plus that motherfucker had to run everywhere he went.
It's a good point. He powered the car by himself, and they took the whole family everywhere.
Yeah, and he could eat a rack of ribs that would tip your fucking car over, bro.
It's a man's man. Fred Flintstone.
Hey. Give it up for Fred Flintstone.
Please do so. That was a dumb question. All right, well, there you go. Fred Flintstone kicking the shit out of Richard Nixon. If someone had a T-shirt already made, Richard Nixon versus Fred Flintstone, the what would we call this fight? The fight at the drive-in? No, we could do better. We'll think about it. If they had a spec script for that movie, where would they send that to, Sir Chump Slap?
We'll send that to plottytime@gmail.com and we'll read and respond.
Perfect. And they want to get to us faster on the socials while we're still there. How would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plottytime on Instagram or Twitter, or stop by the Reddit and talk to us there. Lots of good stuff happening there.
Yeah, come on over. We're trying to get a Q&A episode cobbled together, but we can't do that without your cues.
Hey, some ideas for skits for next year wouldn't hurt either.
No, not at all.
Anything.
We will make that thread around here, too. So, as always, don't trust Dr. Scientist, and shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago Hatman, and the man in our heart, Luis Guzman, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Night later.